Welcome to BroPolar Disorder. This is a fun new experiment that my brother and I have decided to start.
Experiment's the right word, actually.
It is. It's like, because it's going to be a dynamic podcast. We're learning as we're going.
Yeah, imagine two scientists that aren't scientists running an experiment.
Yeah, exactly. And so, we wanted to find some really cool, bizarre, true stories, phenomenon, like just a wide range of topics. But we wanted to find something where someone can learn something, but at the same time, like laugh with us as we do this, because, we're you're a comedian. I'm not a comedian.
I was a comedian.
You were a comedian.
I was run out of town.
But we've always gravitated towards humor as brothers, and so it's something that we really wanted to capture. Because I feel like we have a great flow as brothers talking, and our conversations are always something that could be recorded and laughed at for time. So
right, so that's exactly what we're doing. We're recording our lives,
exactly, like
and our conversations. No matter what state you're in, I'm currently in a very down period of my life, what we would call the valley for other followers of Christ. And so this is a perfect timing to create a podcast about where we talk about stories, talk about our lives, talk about true things you can learn, but also just to have a lot of fun with us. Yeah. And Nick's bipolar, like diagnosed, and so that hence the name.
Yeah, so one of us is diagnosed, one of us hasn't gone yet, so he probably has it.
Yeah, my name is Chad, by the way. I forgot to tell everybody.
Yeah, my name's Nick. I have bipolar. My name's Nick. As the older brother, I feel compelled to talk more than you. No, just kidding. But
I'm just letting it happen.
No, so as the older brother, though, it's like one of those things is mental health has become a lot easier to talk about.
Right.
But there was such a stigma for so long that, a lot of people haven't found, their, inner strength to talk about what they're going through. And so this is just a nice way for us to kind of deal with what we are going through. But and do it in a positive, constructive way where we're laughing, learning, and having a great time.
And there's a lot of dark humor in that too.
Yeah.
And as long as you can at least get your head back above water, that's good. And we want to bring light to a lot of to some real dark subjects as well. That'll just be part of the conversation. But that's what our life is like. That's what our conversations are like. That's what our relationship is. As brothers is like.
Yeah, definitely.
We've always had to lean on each other, being in a military family, moving around.
Yeah.
And, meeting millions of people, it seems like, but not really knowing or growing with anybody. We've always had to lean on each other. And, I think that just made us fight physically a lot.
And I think that, it's funny is like our relationship as brothers has changed so much through time. As we've changed a lot, going from like where you were always the more serious, of the family to now then you become a comedian, and no one would have called that when we were younger, but now that when you were doing comedy, it made perfect sense, And
so what did you think of it when I was doing it?
I loved your I wish you'd still do stand up, to be 100% honest.
So you can laugh at me?
Yeah. So I actually have a struggle when I go to Chad shows because I have something called neurocardiogenic syncope. Just means that when I laugh too hard or cough too hard, I'm like one of those fainting goats and I black out. And it's just
and bleed
sometimes
on occasion.
Bleed.
Gushing blood, though.
Yeah, it's either like a violent blackout or just like I fade a little bit and then I come back too. But, it should be interesting as we film a podcast, and how much we make each other laugh. Like this is probably going to happen. So,
right. Because you can't drive if I'm in the vehicle.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to.
Or by doctor's order?
Doctor's orders.
Doctor's orders.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to.
Well, I don't want to be in that car either if you black out.
Yeah, I mean, there's not many people on this planet that can make me laugh the way that Chad will get me going, and then I feel like he enjoys pushing it to that line, and now he's way better. Now he's seen the effects of some of the blackouts. He can.
Well, you have children.
You'll take your foot off the gas more.
Yeah, you've got
back in the day. You would see that I was blacking out, and it was like Tyson. It was just I'm up against the corner, and I'm just getting wailed with hooks and uppercuts.
So I'll explain it. When you're in pain. And you can just deliver that on someone else and just twist it.
Yeah.
No. I think, now that I've seeing you black out, you've got a lot more to lose than me. Just, if it gets me, I'm like, I don't want to see him, So you have to pump the brakes. I know.
Yeah, now you pump the brakes.
When to
but
pump
before,
the brakes,
dude, it was
like Tyson, or I'm sorry, what was it? Ali goes down. Right?
Yeah.
So... and then Sky's giving you a sternum rub to get you back up, and it's just like
hopefully we don't get to that far, but it's been a long time since you've, I guess, pushed it above and beyond. Maybe you'll do it now that we're doing this podcast.
Right. Well, I've been gone for a while. Lived in Houston for 4 years, and kind of still back and forth between Houston and Little Rock.
Yeah.
And now it's just figuring out a lot of things in life, and seeing you black out is a real upper for me in Little Rock. And I'm really considering, I've been looking at condos and apartments here, just,
yeah,
because I need that.
You just need to get the places with padded floors just in case I do.
Yeah.
The real only danger for me on these blackouts is hitting my head. So,
why don't you just wear a helmet?
I'm going to have to. I got these.
You got a motorcycle.
Yeah, I do have a motorcycle. I do enjoy
and
that. That's
still
another
the most
one of the
dangerous thing is your blackout.
Still the most dangerous thing is you not restricting some of your comedic blows.
Nick,
as I'm just going under.
When it's good, it's good.
It is.
You've done that to me where I've almost
the worst part,
not blacked out, but
the worst part, I think, when I'm laughing and I black out, like my coughing blackouts is one thing because I start tunnel visioning, but when I'm laughing and I black out, it's like I'm laughing so hard that I don't realize that I blacked out. And so I'll come back to, and I'll still be laughing because whatever sent me out, I'm still thinking it's funny. But now I'm covered in blood and people look like they just watched a horror movie. So,
oh gosh. So it's kind of like maybe you like going in for surgery and you just wake up and you're thinking the
I
same
don't
thing.
even realize it really happened until I see
going in like a loop-de-loop on a roller coaster.
Yeah, I mean, I see people's horrid faces as I come back to, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Does that make you laugh more?
Sometimes it does.
Yeah, I have to.
Walk away. One of the most brutal blackouts I ever had was in public at a fast food restaurant, and as I was laughing, I stood up, which was a terrible decision, but I was laughing and I stood up and I heard one of the cooks in the back scream he's having a seizure. And that I don't know why, but that made me laugh even harder because I'm like, I'm not having a seizure. I'm just literally dying of laughter. I sprayed blood all over that fast food restaurant. It was like a biochem hazard scene when I woke up. It looked like Breaking Bad. Everyone's like, "What has he got?" It's like you can't catch this. So
the cook sunk you on that.
Yeah, they did. But brings us back to the podcast though. It's these are the small no matter what the topic is, and we will be covering a wide range of topics.
And they're going to be things, true. I would imagine mostly true stories.
Yeah, true stories, but also phenomenons. And
things like that you may not have heard of, but you should.
Yeah,
and
things we find interesting.
Interesting that people need to know. And we're going to talk about it as if we talked about it just in the car on the way to the gym.
Yeah.
And it's going to definitely be fun for us. And I'm pretty confident it's going to be fun for you too.
Yeah, I mean, the wide range of topics and learning about these things, that is fun in itself for me. Is
see, for me, I'm not much of the researcher learner.
Yeah, but this is kind of what we do generally. Just like naturally as brothers, we'll find like a topic, we'll get to talking about it, like joke about it.
Right.
But then like we both find ourselves gravitating to like, I want to learn more about it.
Right.
And so a lot of times I'll do like deep dives on some of the stuff we talk about.
On brand.
Yeah. Well, and that's what's so interesting is like Chad has a lot of different, things that have always interested him in life. And it's very different than my interest in life.
Right.
And so
we're also polar opposites in our interests.
Yeah, absolutely.
In a way. So it's another play on the name of the podcast, but there's also like an obvious, connection and similarity.
Yeah, and so,
I think the humor is what brings everything together.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the glue between each of these stories. So, kind of just a quick, like how we're going to be setting this up is one episode, I'll be taking the reins as far as like teaching, chat about a topic that I went and did a deep dive and research on. And, we'll both be laughing and joking and then cutting in some of our own personal anecdotes.
Right.
And stories, just, and that's just natural to get each other laughing,
Yeah,
and
there's a lot of great stories.
Yeah, there's a million anecdotes that will get people probably shocked and laughing. So,
yeah, like,
we're not going to blow, everything
I won't
in the intro episode. So, but I think,
really want to.
but I think, what's fun, is that, we do have those crazy outlandish stories, that are kind of almost like tall tales in themselves because of how crazy, of things that we've gone through.
There are a lot of weird things.
The trail off is so funny. So funny. But yeah, so
it's pain.
Yeah.
Suffering.
But yeah, so I think, as we go through these, though, you get to learn something, I get to learn something, and then the people listening.
Very different perspectives too. I mean, we have very it's similar, but we also have, we have different, perspectives. I mean, different ways of looking at things.
Yeah,
absolutely. You're going to see things I don't see, and I'm going to see things that you don't see, and it'll be good.
Yeah, I think it's just a fun way to.
And I'll pepper God in every now and then because I have to. So.
It's not like you have to, but you're a faith-based person, and so am I. But that's something as you've been going through a lot of hard times. I'm
constantly like walking in the valley of the shadow of death. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and
it's very prevalent for me at the moment. So if I just go off for a little while, it's just,
you've been going through some tough stuff, and so right now it's just I think there isn't a better time to start this podcast because it's something that we can kind of channel some of that ups and downs of our life, and just having bipolar disorder and those ups and downs that gets channeled into something constructive and fun for both of us.
Right.
And laughter has always been something that to me like has helped me get through a lot of like bad situations, and and it's just I'm so excited to get started with this. I
want to get to episode 1, and I feel like this has been a nice little introduction into what we're going to be doing, who we are, why you should join us.
Yeah, I mean, you get to laugh, learn,
have fun, and
have fun with us, and feel better about your life that you're not one of us.
We'll get like an alarm or something for when Nick blacks out. We'll record every, we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
but it'll be good.
So, well, we'll have. I think we're going to shoot for like 2 episodes a week is what we're going to be shooting for.
Right, 2 until we start making money, then we'll go to 3.
Yeah, and like I said, I'll do one episode where I have the reins on it, and then the next episode, Chad will have the reins, and he'll be teaching me something, and I get to interject on his.
So it's quite possible we stop at 1 episode because I don't prefer the reins.
Yeah, it's not you don't prefer the reins. It's the deep dive.
I feel like I would be the cool teacher in high school that like everyone got to college and realized, oh, we're gonna
be watching Gladiator today.
Oh no,
we're learning about Gladiator.
Yeah,
but yeah. So
all right, we'll see you guys in the episode 1.
Thank you.